was looking for Opie, couldn't find him until he's on top of the slide. I think he got in right up here. He's like, "Oh, this is my spot." Yeah, I guess when the slide's in, it's a little catio up there. What are you doing? What a monster. What a goober. That's not... I mean, all right, fine. I guess. All right. Come here. Oh my goodness. He's happy though. What are you doing? You're the weirdest boy ever. Oh my gosh. Love you, Opie. That's your spot, yeah. Okay. Opie's adjusting to the new RV very, very well. He's loving it. Tara, on the other hand, oh my gosh, guys. Rough night. Rough night for Tara. Let me check my coffee here real quick. Needs a little more hot water there. So Tara, she's still hiding. She is traumatized right now. I believe she's under here, hiding. Are you under there, Tara? Yeah, you are. You okay now? Go help your sister. She's terrified. I guess it's kind of my fault. I figured this RV was close enough like my other one that there was not going to be any surprises. However, with this slide, I have had an RV with a slide before, and I know that if you're going to put it out or bring it back in, you have to know exactly where your pets are. Some people like to lock them up in a separate room while you operate this so they don't run and get in between. Well, I woke up at about 1:30 in the morning to Tara's painful cries as I try to find her, and again, the slide is in right now. So what could possibly be going on? Well, Tara was in here. This little half-inch little hole through here. I guess it's a little more than a half-inch, a little bit farther down. So what she did is she hopped up here like Opie did. Can't get up there anymore because I stuffed a jacket. She crawled along here, and then there's another hole that's like that big between the wall. She went all the way down there and went all the way to the bottom and couldn't get back up. She was down there inside the crack, just wedged like this, and I got my phone flashlight through there. I lost it, guys. I lost it last night. Luckily, Josh came over with Diana and brought some tools, and they got underneath the sink and undid a bunch of screws under there and some metal flashing and bent that all up. And then I coaxed her out with some squeeze-ups, and she has not been the same since. That was a little bit of a scary moment. But she'll get over it. Hey, guys. I am going to be leaving today. I'm going to be taking the Bigfoot that doesn't have a name yet back to Phoenix. Anytime you buy a new used RV, there's going to be some surprises. And none of those surprises popped up for me on the 21-hour trip down from Oregon. However, there's 3 things going on. 1, the slide does not come out and go in by itself anymore. It gets really crooked. It gets bound up. Fine, whatever, I didn't buy it for the slide. Secondly, there appears to be at least 1 exhaust leak, possibly 2 different exhaust leaks, not at the manifold, but a little bit closer to the catalytic converter. And third, I cannot run the water pump anymore right now because there is a significant leak behind the Thetford toilet. And I can't get back there until I remove the toilet and take a peek. So I'll be working on the toilet stuff today. Removing a used toilet, yuck, yeah. Also, I'm gonna drive the Bigfoot down to Phoenix where Felix and Campervan Kevin and Paul and Darcy are at, and Paul's gonna take a look at the exhaust. I really wanna show Kevin the big Bigfoot here and compare it to his a little bit. And we're off. Opie's gonna have to find where he wants to ride. Tara is already moved from that sofa to underneath the driver's seat. So that was easy. I will be uploading this video with some connected internet. Check out the video description below for unlimited on-the-road, off-grid, mobile, unlimited internet. Let's go to Phoenix. Well, doing things a little different. Usually I would buy my Dometic toilet online and have it shipped and buy all the components, but there was a Camping World here just outside of Phoenix, and I'm making a change, doing something a little different. I currently have the plastic little Thetford Aqua Magic 4 in this RV, and I'm sticking with Thetford. I'm trying something new. Thetford's Aqua Magic Style 2 is a ceramic bowl, and I know that it'll fit and I'll have enough room because it's another Thetford, and we measured, and I got a valve and a 90-degree elbow because I know there's going to be some cutting. We'll see if I can get this done today, and that'll be my first mod on the Bigfoot, is to put in a porcelain toilet. Yeah. All right, so we're over here at Paul's shop here with Felix and Kevin and the puppies, and Paul did some welding on my exhaust already. Found 2 holes in the exhaust, but also pinholes. Well, one was a quarter hole.
They put a catalytic converter in it.
Yeah, like it wasn't there,
Yeah,
and
they must have deleted it and had to put it in to sell it.
It sounds a lot better now.
There you go.
There's some other things going on that I'll talk about later. For right now, I'm doing that toilet because well, Paul had some extra equipment and tools and stuff for these toilets.
I'm a toilet guy.
Yeah, he actually is a toilet guy here. So I pulled out the plastic Dometic there. I mean, not Dometic, the Thetford. This is the porcelain bowl one. Looks to like be a little higher, and of course it's different. It goes in on the side instead of on the top like that. So I'm putting in a valve because these RVs don't come with a valve back there. If I had this valve, I would be able to use the rest of my water system, like the shower and the sink and stuff. But so I'm gonna make some elbows that comes down from the floor to come up and be able to go into the side of that. I'll show you inside. I just went ahead and cut it anyway because it was leaking all throughout here. So I'm gonna cut this back a little bit, put a valve there. We'll have this coming up, and then once it gets to about here, we'll have one more going like this into the back of the toilet. And I'll get all this set up. All right, built my little contraption. Last time I did this, I got like a braided steel flexible version for Frida, but yeah, Paul's got everything that I needed for that. So just gonna make sure everything's tight, and then we'll plop the new toilet in there. Well, that looks awesome, guys. I'm kind of glad that I stuck with that model and that size and I didn't do the elongated version. Just, it fits this space a lot better. Alright, and we got the foot pedal, so no more, you know, reaching back here with my head in the toilet bowl, but check this out. Heck yeah! And soft close, lid, and seat. No more banging because I left it up. So, all right, now I can take my first shower in the Bigfoot because the system is pressurized everywhere. Cool. And with that said, I've actually changed my plans. Paul and Kevin talked me into staying here for the night. Instead of hitting the Phoenix traffic tonight and hurrying up to get everything set up, I'm going to leave tomorrow after the morning traffic. So I'm going to stay here until about 10 o'clock tomorrow. I also got to hook up the Blue Ox system to be able to tow, but now we got Tater Tot and my trailer are both gloss white, the same color as the Bigfoot. My Tioga has that kind of cream colored cab, well, white cab like this, cream colored coach back there. I think it's going to look really good. I do. And again, the inspiration for my Bigfoot, Paul found the link in Oregon. But of course, Campervan Kevin's been talking about these Bigfoots forever. That's his second. He's got the garage model. 99?
98, my second one.
98, and it's the Arctic Sea, and so yeah, Bigfoots. Yeah,
mine doesn't have a slide.
No slide.
But I do have the garage.
Yeah.
And now I have motivation to get out here and put a little shine on mine.
You have to zep it. Remember that video where he zepped and then I zepped and
Yeah, I started out putting on the tan camper van years ago, and then BT Cruiser, and then we did yours.
Yeah, this would look really good with a nice shine right there.
I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Can I show them Purple's? Have you shown them on video, the new stuff?
Go ahead, show 'em. Yeah.
So, the last time I saw it, it was all purple with the Herculiner that, remember that black camper van that Kevin gifted me that we lived in for a little while? Well, this is Herculiner on the tracker here, and he added black accent details on there, as well as the bumper's now black.
It's pretty close to the factory color.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't have to do the, you see how close?
Oh yeah, the inside. Yep.
So that's a Herculiner paint with oil base. I usually use Rust-Oleum, but Rust-Oleum didn't have purple. And so I went with a Sherwin-Williams enamel
high gloss.
Industrial high gloss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it came out really good though, man. I like it. I'm jealous.
The black camper van that you had, I have industrial pressure cleaning equipment that I used to strip like stadium roofs and all that.
Yeah.
I couldn't strip it with my heaviest duty equipment.
Oh, so it's durable.
That paint, I had high temperature, turbo nozzles, everything. I couldn't get it off. And it looked good when you got it.
You did, yeah. No, that came out really, really well. So yeah, head over to Kevin's channel and tell him to wax his Bigfoot here. These logos are also, I'll have to show you guys a picture. There's this series so you can tell which font from what year each Bigfoot was, because they've changed it a few times. But these graphics are available online to get them done. Even
I just have flipped about 70,000 miles on this V10, and she's solid.
That's
New
good.
Tires, mechanically, she's pretty good.
Even the Bigfoot there too. He's available as well. I mean, this is my third V10. I like it. I was looking at diesel pushers for a little bit, but I wanted to get kind of the best Class C that you could get.
You break a V10, it's 10 or 12 grand. You break one of those Caterpillars or something in those Class A's, you better be sitting on 20, 25,000 cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it costs more to maintain.
For a used. Like not even a rebuild, just a used, yeah.
So.
Not sure if I mentioned, but yeah, the RV, now that Paul fixed those 2 welding holes, it sounds great, guys. I said there was something else going on. We're going to cover that later. It's closer to the manifold area, but it's not an issue right now, at least. But it sounds great. It doesn't sound like that. It almost sounded like a diesel going down the road. It's quiet now. It's quiet. I literally just opened the microwave to try to make a frozen meal here. Eric, we don't have solar on this RV. So I will have to fire up my brand new Onan generator if I want to microwave up a meal. I wanted to show you something interesting about this microwave and get you guys' opinion. Something really weird is that the time does not calculate real time. It's off. And in all my searches of this Dometic microwave, I cannot find a single instance where this has happened before. It's a strange one. Let me fire up the generator and show you guys this. Okay, so we're gonna do a timer that's gonna count down the actual seconds. Got the generator running, so we'll pop this guy in. I'm gonna set it for, let me see, clear, 3:30 as normal. And then as soon as I hit that, I'm gonna start the stopwatch on here. So ready? Start, start. Now, as the time goes down, I want you to watch this closely. Because what's interesting is when this hits 10, right there, that's still basically at 7. Okay? So we'll go ahead and give this at least 30 seconds. And watch when 30 seconds really elapses on my phone based on when there's 3 minutes left and those 30 seconds are gone. Because my phone's getting ready to do it right now. 30 seconds. Look, 3:11. So to the microwave, it thought only 19 seconds have passed, and it continues to just get farther and farther off. I have never in my life heard of a microwave that does not keep time. I feel like that's really important. So it'll cook stuff a lot longer than it's supposed to. And I guess I'm okay with that. It is pretty weird. I just can't, I have to ignore anytime I get anything that has directions, because it's going to be done quite a bit sooner than what it says it's going to be done. And I just think that's really, really weird. Okay, so now it's going down to, well, let's wait till it gets to 230 and then see what my phone says. Because when the microwave gets to 230, that will have been 1 minute. And as you can see, it still hasn't gotten there, and we're already at 1.5 minutes real time. Has anyone ever heard of this? Okay, again, the microwave is 5 microwave seconds away from being down to 1 minute has passed right now, when really 1:40 minutes have passed. Am I missing something here? I don't know. I'm, you know, this is probably the original one, and I like it because it does have the light, the integrated light underneath, and the vent fan. So when you cook on the stove or the oven, it sucks it up. And, you know, you were to replace this with a normal aftermarket microwave, it wouldn't do those things. But can somebody explain to me what's going on with the time there? I don't know. Kitties, do you know what's going on? I'm really glad to see Tara's doing okay. It's okay. I know you got really scared. That was scary when you were stuck in the slide. You won't do that again, huh? Paul thinks we're going to be able to fix it. Hi, Opie. Paul says, he says Lippert actually bought out the components of my slide system in this RV, and it's obsolete, cannot find that gear. However, he wants to pull it before I leave tomorrow and go back to courtside. He's going to keep the gear here, and he's going to try to locate a used one. So I definitely won't have a working slide at all once I leave here and until I come back and he can look at it again. But I cannot thank Paul enough. He's been so helpful, and sometimes I have to like slow him down, like, Paul, you're doing too much. I don't know how to re-thank you for all of your help. But it would be nice to have this slide working. Although, again, I don't need it for anything functional in the RV. It's just like my other RV with the slide in, you know. However, I can see where if I get somewhere for like 10 days or more, or back to my property, it'd be nice to have some extra room in here. The kitties would sure like it. Yeah, probably done. Well, good morning, everyone. Before I head back to courtside here, Paul's underneath. He's gonna pull out the spur gear that's on that end. This side always starts popping out immediately, and that one is the delayed one that has a lot of play. And we'll have to wait and see. It turns out that might be why this RV got traded in, because the parts are obsolete, and it's hard to get any information about this particular slide. Once again, it looks like I may have gotten an RV that is not common. It does not have common components in there, and it might be hard to get. It might be, if I want to use this slide, it may be time to upgrade to a different system of motor gear down there. In the meantime, he's going to try to pull it and do some research while I take care of some other stuff going on with the RV. I'll tell you what, I need solar stat. I had to fire up the generator just to run the furnace in this RV, and that's with 2 batteries, but they're just lead acid batteries. So yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more motivated to clean up Frida, my other Class C RV, and list it there in Quartzsite. I've gotten some crazy offers. And now I'm like, okay, well, if you think it's a $3,000 or $4,000 RV, well, I'll just pull the $12,000 solar system off it and put it on this again. I mean, that's the way we're going to play. Like, I don't know. Either way, I'm going to have to spend between $12,000 and $15,000 to put solar on this rig, and that's kind of why I was hoping to sell the other RV, just to put solar, and then give somebody a great deal on the other RV. But it's not working like that in my mind. So we shall see. I'm going to start doing some research and find out. It does give me a chance to figure out what I could change. I was thinking about doing tilting panels again for the winter, stuff like that. Maybe more amp hour batteries. Definitely want heated lithium batteries with a cold temperature cutoff BMS in them. Definitely. Got the Blue Ox system all hooked up here, ready to go. It's cold. It's cold in Phoenix, like 48 degrees. All right, so there's the rear motor taken off.
Yeah, I think
there's the specs on the motor, which Paul thinks is good, but the gears are bad up in there. So that's the info on the motor for Quickie Products. And then up here, it's hard to see, but see that gear right there? Right where my finger's at right there? That's what we need. that gear that matches this motor. So we're doing some research here. All right, so I haven't left yet. Paul's been working under there and digging at it, and guess what? So I'll show you. This is the plastic gear, and it has a metal piece that goes in there that turns. Well, if you look closely, it's cracked. Right where my thumb's at, it's cracked right there, which meant that this piece that was spinning in there, hold that gear part. This part that was spinning in there, every once in a while, it would go like this and not do anything because it's cracked right there. So the other problem is we're trying to find this piece and we can't. But at least we know what's going on. Gonna be doing some research. If you all know anything about finding that, it's a Quickie brand, and we need this plastic gear. That was the problem though. All right, well, I'm happy to report, as usual, Tater Tot is towing fantastic behind the Bigfoot. I have not forgot how to put it into neutral and everything holding on, and it's straighter, because the Bigfoot hitch is a little bit higher than my Tioga, so that bar is like almost completely straight and it's doing well. So anyways, everything's good. The only thing keeping this slide in right now is 2 straps, a strap on both ends, because the motor and the gear's out. So I don't know, guys. I've been scouring the internet today looking for that plastic gear, and I just cannot find it. Yeah, that may be why this was a trade-in. But we're gonna forge ahead. Like I said, at least now I know exactly what the problem is. I wish there was a way where you could just like get rid of all the weird mechanical stuff and just manually do it, you know, like even like a drill bit. I could get a drill with a certain socket, go outside, and then it comes out with a drill instead of all those weird mechanical stuff. But anyways, I got about an hour to go back to Quartzsite, get back, finish up moving from my other Tioga into this RV and get it all cleaned up and list it for sale so I can put a solar system on this. I also have to drive the car back to get my motorcycle at camp, so a lot going on before the first of the year and into the next year. Anyways, you guys be well. Opie and Tara and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.